guys, I just completed the last leg of my long journey north. I'm in a whole other time zone. I'm so far north. I took 2 planes. I stayed in a hotel last night. Then Harlan from Red Lake Outfitters and I drove down a logging road for like 2 hours and then took a 4-wheeler into the bush for about 3 or 4 kilometers. And those guys I just left those guys. They're back there leaving on the quads. I can hear them. And I'm here by myself, left to my own devices in the middle of nowhere for 10 days. I'm super excited. This is going to be a great journey. This is going to be self-discovery, self-reflection, eating lots of fish, building a shelter that I'm going to stay in for the duration. I've got 10 items. I've got a backpack, and then I've got a backpack full of camera gear in front of me. This is going to be great. I'm so happy I'm here. It's surreal. I'm still not fully getting it yet, but I'm gonna look for a spot to post up tonight and then start worrying about where I'm gonna set up my permanent shelter for the duration tomorrow. I'm alone. I'm truly alone. Okay, we're gonna find a spot to post up for today. And then I gotta catch a fish for dinner. That's gonna happen, I promise. All right, there's an island right in front of me. I'm gonna head for that and see how that looks. It's a touch windy, but if I camp on this side of the island, it'll be pretty good. Here's the island. It's pretty thick, guys. Pretty thick. I'm assuming that's how it's gonna be. Well, I do see a spot. I have a pretty big tarp, so I don't know that I'll be able to utilize the whole thing, but here's a decent flat spot right here. I could tie off to that tree and one back there and do a little A-frame for tonight. I don't have a sleeping pad, so I need to make a mattress with spruce, which is okay. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll stay here. Maybe I'll stay here. Decisions, eh? So all my gear for the 10 days, with the exception of my camera gear, is all in this Frost River pack. Let's go set up a camp. This trip I need to be extremely careful that I don't lose anything or make too many mistakes. So I'm going to try and really keep thinking the whole time. Put the axe mask in there, no chance of losing it. Save this. I'm going to use it for part of my bedding. Look at that right there in my bed. Some grouse droppings. Oh, and look at that right next to it. Little bunny poops. Little bunny droppings. So I got all my stuff for 10 days in this Frost River Isle Royal Junior. Frost River was cool enough to send me a pack, so thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. This is a pretty cool pack, wax canvas. My 10 days here are not going to be like a canoe trip. This is stationary camping, right? Like I mentioned, I'm going to camp here tonight and probably find a permanent camp tomorrow. But this is not a canoe trip where I'm traveling. This is living off the land. I barely have any food, guys. I'm super hungry right now already. I've only eaten breakfast today, and it's 3:30. So I don't want to dig into my reserves yet or anything like that. I'm going to go hungry right now until I get situated enough where I feel like it's okay to go fish. I do have a fishing pole and some tackle, which is great. Ooh, my fishing pole. Got a saw. I'll go through my 10 items later on. Not right now. This is surreal. Oh, my stomach's grumbling. This is surreal. I don't feel rushed. I know that I have to do a lot of things, but I feel pretty calm, pretty at peace. At peace. Well, I think this tarp might be a bit overkill on the size, but that's okay. This is like a 20 by 11 tarp from AquaQuest. AquaQuest also sent me this for the trip. I reached out to a few companies, Hestra Glove Company, Frost River Packs, and AquaQuest, and they all sent me something, which is very cool. 3 out of 3. So thank you to all 3 companies for that. I really appreciate it. So this is a heavy duty tarp, guys. This is a big one. I already strung up a ridge line. So let's get this hung up and see what we can do in this tight, small area. She's a big one. That's a lot of tarp. And some toggles, a third one just in case I need it. So my idea is just to leave the tarp folded in half. It's doubled up right now, and that'll be fine for tonight. I gotta put my toggle through both these tabs, so which might prove to be a bit difficult, especially with all the weight of the tarp on it. I gotta loosen this tarp up, or the line up. All right, let's try this again. You can do it, Joe. I know it. My mom used to sing a song to me when I was little. You can do it, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it. It's not really riveting lyrics, but I'm thinking about it. And that's what this trip is all about. Thinking about stuff and saying it out loud. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I want... Okay, I'll stop now. Not time for singing yet, right? This is difficult. This is proving to be difficult. Gosh, I did it. Did it. Okay, one toggle on. Oh my goodness. Look at her go. Look at her go. Man, calm down. Look at this. All right, I got her up. She's not the greatest, but it's definitely solid. It'll protect me from any kind of rain, give me a little bit of a wind block, and yeah, it'll be home for tonight. Nice and big in there. I'll be able to put my backpack in there and everything with me. You can see here I have some spruce boughs. These are the tops. I've separated them into coarse and fine. So I haven't cut any trees down for this or anything. I've just used the stuff that the limbs that the boughs that I've cleaned off in the immediate area to put my tarp up. I will go take some trees down right now to get more spruce boughs, but this is what I've got so far. So this will go on top, and this is like the base, but this is nothing. Like, compress that with my hand in a second. So that's a next order of business for sure. I have to make my bed. I am losing time, so I need to get a fish tonight, 100%. I think what I'm going to do is collect my boughs now, pile them here roughly, head out into the canoe, troll around, see if I can fish, see if I can spot any good other sites or other places to set up a camp, and then come back here and finish the bed, because I can finish the bed while I'm losing light, but I really need to get a fish. So also, it's very, very, very dry. Very dry and duff here, so I don't really want to have a fire here. I believe I'm going to have a fire down on the rock. When I get to my permanent shelter, my permanent spot tomorrow, I'll set up a proper fire pit, line it with big rocks and everything, so there's no danger of it. But for tonight, we'll have a fire down right next to the water. Things are coming together. I really can't believe how hungry I already am. Like, it's almost 5 o'clock, and I just ate breakfast today, so it's all day without food, but I don't have much food. I might not even have to take down any trees. There's a big spruce here. I can just keep delimbing here, so that's even better. This is literally right next to my tarp. This is very convenient. I planned it this way, I swear. So because I flew here on 2 separate planes, I got a few pieces of kit from Harlan, the outfitter. So one of the pieces of kit was a fishing pole and a reel and some tackle, because all that stuff's kind of difficult to bring on the plane. The fishing pole for sure, and I got a sleeping bag from him too. I had to bring 2 bags. One bag was full of camping gear, one bag was full of filming stuff, so, and plus I had to have some clothes for the layover and all that fun stuff. So this is a 4-piece rod. I'm not used to using one like this, but it's pretty nice. It'll be even nicer if it gets me some fishies, right? I feel very good right now. I feel very rejuvenated and like energized. I'm pretty hungry. Can't get past that, but let's go remedy that, you know? Let's go remedy that. Let's go do what we're supposed to do while we're here, right? This is gonna be a good trip, man. This is gonna be a really good trip if I don't break this rod within the first 5 minutes. It's getting chilly. The wind's kicking up like crazy. Get a little dressed up before I go out there. Alright, that sucks. Right when I want to go out and fish, the wind kicks up. maybe I'll head around on that side of the island to try and get protected a bit. But I'm gonna troll. I'm gonna go troll for some pike. Wish me luck. See what I can see. Try and get a lay of the lake. So what I've got on right now is a Len Thompson #2. This was my lucky lure when I was around this area last time. So I'm hoping she does the same for me. It's not so cold out here. Probably lose this toque. All right, wish me luck, folks. No luck trolling yet. Do some casting near shore. Keep warming up and cooling down, having to strip this toque on and off. I need to catch fish. This isn't good. I need to catch fish to stay and live. If I don't catch any fish tonight, it's a rice night, rice and a piece of jerky night. And yeah, I'd really like some fishies. I've come out into a different part of the lake. This lake is huge, got a bunch of islands on it. So I have to kind of really pay attention to where I'm going because I don't want to get turned around with all these islands. Like, there's lots of landmarks, but a lot of them look a whole lot the same. So I really gotta be careful. It's beauty out, beauty day. No bugs, which is crazy. I was expecting to see some bugs. 10 days though. We shall see. Well, that stinks. Been out here for a solid hour. I haven't got one bite. It's an eye-opener. I was expecting to come here and just slay. No problem. Slay the fish. It's proven to be different than that. I'm not sure what it is, if I'm in the wrong location of the lake, if it's just the wrong time of day, or what, but it's 6:30 now. It stays light till about 9 o'clock around here. So I think what I'm gonna do is go back, get a fire going, cook up some rice, and make my bed, and then at dusk, I'll come back out and try and fish. It's obviously better fishing at dusk and dawn. Thought I was gonna just go to the grocery store, just hop onto the lake, grab a fish, head back over to camp and cook her up, but that's not the case. I'm gonna do one more lap. I'm gonna do one lap around my small island. It's right in front of me. I can see it there. I left my stuff at the shore so I can identify it even easier. Okay, one more lap around the lake, and around the island. The lake is large. I'm definitely not lapping around the lake. One more lap around the island, trolling, and then we'll, if nothing, we'll go back to camp, cook up some rice. Some rice for dinner. Trying to give this bed as much loft as I can. It's gonna be a cold ground if I don't get up off of it. And I gotta try to make it nice and even too. So I'm just weaving these, basically taking the cut ends and weaving them underneath into the other ones so that I don't get poked by the thick ends, and it's more uniform that way. There's nowhere near enough. I can feel the cold of the ground through it and the heart of the ground. I gotta get a lot more spruce boughs. I gotta eat too. I gotta make a fire to cook. I gotta make a fire to boil water to drink. I'm so like, lips are chapped. I really need a drink of water. I pounded a bottle of water before I go to the car at like 3:30 or whatever, or 3. So yeah, I'm due for some water and some food. All right, up and at them. I'm gonna go get a fire going, I think, and while the food's cooking, while the rice is boiling up, I'll come work on the bed some more. Hear the bird? I'm concerned about the fish. How will I stay 10 days if I can't get fish? I think I'm gonna have my fire right down here, sit on this little ledge, and have the fire on the rock in front. I'll have to prop it up with a couple different rocks. I got my food rations in here, got my billy can, collected some firewood. I gotta get a little bit more and make this pit. I am starving. It's like unbelievable how hungry I am. Day one. Oh, I saw fish scales right here on the shore, right in front of the camera. I'll show you in a second here. So that means there's fish. 100%. You know what I mean? Like, I was kind of like, maybe this lake, it just doesn't have fish. It's just Joe. It's just old Joe's fault. You know? So there they are. It looks like pike scales. Something ate a pike here. A bird, probably. That is definitely a plus. It's a positive thing. So, onto the fire. There, now it's kind of blocked in here. You know what I mean? The fire's not going to just roll off. It's kind of contained right there. I might even actually, I'll move it over a touch, because that's kind of close to the shrubbery there. All right, have it right there. Be able to sit on this little tiny ledge. That's not so bad. Not too shabby, as they say. Look at that. This is bone dry. I have to really be careful with my fires. Okay, I'd say that's enough. Nice and easy. All right, here is my twigs, my kindling. Here is my lichen as tinder. We shall see what happens. I've got a fire steel on a lanyard, no less. There we go. That's not so bad. Fire. Nice and easy in the boreal. All these jack pine have these super tight curled up pine cones, or sorry, pine cones. They're serotinous, which means they don't activate until there's fire. So they'll pop open, and then that's how they regenerate. Fire-driven forest in the boreal. Did I mention I was in the boreal? The boreal forest covers a lot of North America, a whole lot of North America, and I never get to really visit it. This is only my second time. Got my food rations in here. I'll show you what all I have. I've got a kuksa, and this is going to be for measuring, and then for also drinking like tea out of and stuff. I've got a couple pounds of jerky from Nick, good buddy Nick. Thank you very much, lifesaver with that. I've got a bag of dehydrated vegetables. Leeks, carrots, onions, greens, stuff like that. I really need to get vegetables into me for my stomach. I've got 2 lemons, a small thing of spice, pack of lard, small bag of dainty rice, bag of oatmeal, or oats I guess, and then a big bag of rice. The only reason this rice is separate from this is because it's a different kind. I just threw it in at the last minute. So really, let me show you exactly what I have. I'll lay it out here and show you in video. It's not much, you know? It's not much. There's no like meals. There's only staples. There's only add-ons. There's oats for breakfast. That's about the only thing that I can eat by itself. And the rice, I guess, but that's no fun either. All right, let me show you exactly on video here so you can see it, because once you look at it, it really, really doesn't look like much. To me, I'm the one out here, and it doesn't look like this much to me, like that much to me. That's it, from left to right: jerky, lard, oats, kuksa, rice, lemons, dehydrated vegetables, spice, and rice. I'm not gonna die out here, you know what I mean? Even if I didn't eat anything for 10 days, I'd still live. It wouldn't be fun, it would be suffering, but with this amount here, I will be okay. Fish really, really needs to happen though. Fish need to come into play because I don't have any weight to lose, you know? I'm a pretty skinny boy. All right, rice it is. Use 1 scoop of the kuksa. Well, maybe not 1 full one. That took a lot out of there. 3/4 of a scoop of the kuksa into the pot. I'm gonna put a little bit of vegetables in there too, just a sprinkle. Yeah, now we're living. Falling out of control over here. This jack pine does not coal up, it just ashes, and it doesn't want to stay lit. I can't get really too big of pieces right now because it's all just kind of branches. So I'm gonna have to keep feeding this fire religiously to keep her going. Oh look, the pine cone's opened up, like I said. Serotness. Open pine cone. Serotness. Big word use, Joe. I don't have any silverware, so I've got to whip myself up a crude spoon. Alright, well, my food is done. Let me show you what I'm working with here. The vegetables rehydrated pretty nicely. No, I can't spill a grain. I don't have a grain to spare. Cheers. On veggies, don't mind if I do. Okay, so oh man. Okay. I have to eat more regularly. Even if I'm just snacking on jerky or something. I didn't put any jerky in this. Like I said, it's an eye-opener with the fish thing. So I'm eating this tonight. Rice and veggies. And I'm saving the jerky. I will need protein.
I'll need meat. So, just to play it safe, I'm not even going to put one piece of jerky in here. I'm not even going to open the bag because then I'll be snacking on it. The vegetables do make the rice taste much better. Oh, there's celery in here too. Celery. Oh, the celery. I'm so happy about the celery. I still have a bunch of work to do on my bed. I gathered a bunch more boughs over here. I cut from this side by the water because there's more. So I've got a big pile over there. I probably really have to collect more and thatch it all still. There's a mosquito. I have no bug protection at all, like no tent or screen of any kind. I did bring a bug head net and like a bug shirt, like a tight fitting shirt that they're not supposed to bite through. So we'll see. We'll see how she goes. I hope that there is no bugs the whole time, but being here for 10 days, we'll see. It's gonna be hot too. The temperature's supposed to be hot. Well, I'm gonna finish this up. And then I'm gonna have to boil up some water. I'll fill this thing up and boil it, and then I'll have a bunch of water. I'll have this almost full of water to just kind of dip my cooks in and drink. I'll make up some tea later on. There's some Labrador tea around. There's some spruce, some jack pine. I'll make a little menage tea. I'll get back with you. Try to get as much of the excess rice out as I can. My last trip I was drinking rice water. It wasn't the greatest, but no big deal either way. Just kind of get as much out as I can with my hands. Okay, I'm gonna fill it about 3/4 of the way full. Yep. And boil that bad baby up. It's bad baby. Bad baby. It's gonna need a bunch more firewood, but that's okay. Bad baby. Oh yeah, bud. She's a rolling. She's a rolling. So this is about 3/4 full, like I said. This is gonna be my water for tonight. I do want some water right now. I need water. I don't want to drink hot water and I don't want tea. So I'm gonna set this in the lake and have it cool down that way. Oh, I might have to make a beer weir for the water, a little water weir. All right, she's okay right there. For now, at least. I'll get a couple rocks and make a little weir. All right, firewood too and make my bed. Lots of work. All right, I'm calling that good. That's my bed for tonight. All right, there she is. Wow. Some solid wood there. Some alder here, that's all beaver chew. It's died off and it kind of just pops out there. See how it's been chewed off? It's about perfect. That's the only thing around here that I can burn that's not jack pine. All set, we're gonna go fish. Wish me luck. Sun just went down past the trees. I'm not getting any bites. Even if I wanted to stay where I am, I might not be able to. I might have to move. This lake is very big, and there's
lots of different areas to it. I need to find like a little stream, like a little inlet or something like that, because that would be where the fish would be. But that's all for travel days. That's tomorrow. Got to travel around and see where I want to be. And hopefully tomorrow I can find a spot and start to set up a permanent camp. It's very peaceful right now. It's getting to be about the time of the night that I love, when it changes from like bright to more blues and purples, and then the sun will go down completely really soon. Like I said, it just went down past the tree line. This is a pretty decent little rock outcropping. Flat-ish. Well, I better start paddling back to camp. I don't want to be out here too late and it get too dark. I'm not really familiar with the lake yet. I'm not having any luck at all. Like literally there's no bites. I've now used that Len Thompson spoon, a jig, a little spinner, and now I have like a wrap, like a floating wrap on there, stick bait. It's getting cold, very cold actually. Nipples are hard. Yeah, buddy, on film and everything. First fish of the trip. Oh, buddy, thank Jesus. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's too good. He let go. He let go. He let go. It was a pike. I saw him. It was a decent sized pike. Okay. That's the first time I was trolling with the wrap, and I got a bite. I had a fish on. Okay. Okay. Things are looking up. This lake is very shallow, and every time I have like a spoon on or the jig or whatever, it's just like catching on the rocks below. It's very shallow and very rocky. So I think this is the deal, the floating wrap. The problem is I only have one of those, like for real. I better put a leader on. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. Things are happening. That was too good. Well, that was interesting. Hope it happens again. In my decision making for this trip, I decided to make the fishing tackle, the pole, and the reel all one item. And I said originally I was going to bring 5 lures. That's ridiculous. There's no way. For 10 days, there's no way. I brought a tackle box, small tackle box. I got jigs, spoons, floating wraps, or no, one floating wrap and a bunch of divers. Unless I find a deep spot in this lake, those divers are useless here. So, all right, I'm paddling back to camp. I gotta get back. I'm freezing cold and losing light. So if I get another fish on, I will definitely let you guys know. So I got all that Labrador tea, and I got some spruce tips too. That should make a nice tea. I'm gonna rip the Labrador tea up a tiny bit so it just imparts more flavor. I'll probably take it off the stalk, eh? Probably take it off the stalk there, Joe.
The little bit of extra clothes that I do have are in this small AquaQuest bag. I'm using it as a seat. I have no chair or anything, and I don't want to sit on the cold ground anymore. Even sitting on this is pretty cold, so I'm just gonna warm it up by the fire. Nice heated seat. Get my tea. You see me? There we are. Okay, let's try this Labrador tea and spruce tip tea. The plant is called Labrador tea. This plant. Doesn't really have too much of a taste, to be honest. Feels good on my stomach. Stars are starting to come out. It's a pretty calm night, pretty clear night. It stayed relatively light till about 10:15. Not relatively light. It stayed visible till 10:15. Excuse me. The truth is, I can see the tree silhouettes across the lake still. I think the plan for tomorrow is to head down that way. That's where I caught the pike, or almost caught the pike, down that way. I think if I paddle to almost the end of the lake, there might be a chance of like the wind pushing the minnows down there, or because the wind's going that way, or there might be a creek or an inlet at the very end. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to get up early in the morning and fish just around here, see if I can snag something in the morning for breakfast or keep it for lunch even, and then come back here, pack up, and then start traveling down the lake to try to find a permanent spot. While I was paddling around tonight, I saw quite a few nice spots. There is a lot of bare open rock near the lake. There's a decent amount of it, and that would be ideal for me, except for things to tie off to, and then like pounding into the ground and stuff. But I still might be able to make it work. I like the idea of it being out on the flat. Oh, excuse me, on the flat rock, or even just a somewhat flat rock, because the fire is easy to have, and it's open. It's open. That was my other point. Lost my train of thought there. I didn't bring any booze on this trip, so we'll be drinking tea every night. Ah, that was okay. You guys, there's the northern lights are behind me in the sky. I want to try to set my camera to a long exposure and get a picture of it, but like, I've never seen the northern lights in my life, and the first night here, they're right there. It's unmistakable. They're so bright. There's like, they're like beams shooting directly into the sky, it seems, and they're green. They're dancing now. I've always heard people talk about them dancing, and I can see it. This is something else. The green lights going up, green beams going up, and like a white light dancing across them. Low. There it is. There it is. Oh my. Oh my. It's so bright. Wow. Oh my goodness. It is bedtime, guys. It's gotta be midnight. Yeah, quarter to midnight. So I have like 3 DSLRs, 2 point and shoots, 4 GoPros, 2 tripods, a bunch of attachments. Anyways, I have all that in this backpack, this waterproof bag. So that's my camera bag, and I'll go through all my camera gear and all my gear that I have and stuff later on in the trip. But I'm going to put this next to my bed here so I have something to push up against, like snuggle up against. I really like that. Makes it a lot more comfortable. And seeing as how these pine or spruce boughs are not a sleeping pad, I'm going to want to be as comfortable as possible. So I'm going to have that in there next to me. I'm going to use my clothing as a pillow. I probably am going to put my long johns on though because I'm pretty chilly. So anyways, this will be a decent pillow. I'm going to get all my camera gear under here and go to sleep. I want to sleep with my axe. I can feel the cold through the ground already on my bum. It is concentrated in one spot as opposed to laying down, so. I want to put on, before getting into bed, I'm going to put on long johns, change my socks into these loose fitting wool socks. I'm pretty chilled. I'm sure my feet are damp with sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget, you know. Do, 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 do. Already. It's already happening. I haven't even heard that song in forever. Sweet summer sweat. Oh, my dogs. My dogs. Alright guys. Unless something eventful happens, I'll get with you guys in the morning. You have a good night's sleep. Try to sleep as good as I'm going to. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. I slept really, really good. I stayed dry, warm, and comfortable, which is pretty awesome. It's 7 o'clock now. I woke up around 6. I've just been laying here, wrote in my journal a little bit, and just been thinking about shelter options and what I should do today, first off. So I think originally I said I was going to tear down camp and book it down there and set up. I still will move. I just think that I'm going to leave camp the way it is right now and go and paddle around and find a spot where there might be some fish, and then look for a suitable spot to camp for my permanent camp there, and then come back and get my stuff and head back down and set up, because it's a good time to fish right now in the morning. Yeah, and that's what I feel like doing, so that's what I'm going to do. Get up, have some oats for breakfast, and yeah, get in the canoe and paddle around. I'm excited. I feel energized. I feel rejuvenated. I'm really looking forward to today. The breeze is kicking up, and it's coming from behind you guys, the same way it's been coming the whole time. So that's a really good sign. I'm going to try to tuck out of the breeze, or tuck out of the wind at the other end of the lake there. I'm surprised how comfortable I stayed, for real. Like, it was oh yeah, like with this bed, I put my coat underneath me too, my Fall Raven just light coat, in between the boughs and my sleeping bag, just to give it a little bit more buffer off the ground, off the cold. It worked fine. I don't know if I needed it, but it worked great. Yeah. Up and at 'em. Oh. This is all of the layers I have. I have one extra shirt that could go underneath. This fall raven jacket doesn't give any warmth really, it's just like a barrier. There's no insulation or anything in it. Damn, that was easy. I am quite surprised. Burning old jack pine and spruce all night. I did not expect there to be any kind of even warmth, let alone be able to blow it into flames. Very cool. Very, very cool. The land of the fire, guys. This is the insert to my pot, the top dish. I'm going to use that to eat out of. I'm going to scoop my oats with my kuksa. That's plenty. I put some dried cranberries in here and stuff just in case I needed it. Ooh, she's a little toasty. A little warm, guys. I had to carve myself another spoon. Don't really know where it went now. Alright. See that? See that beauty? Look at that dip. Look at that. So I'll make that into tea. Have a good little brekkie. Nice English brekkie. I don't know why it's English brekkie. Maybe because of the tea. Maybe because of the tea. It's warming up quick. Back in the bush where my shelter is, it's still relatively cool, but out in the sun it's nice and hot. There's no clouds. It's gonna be a hot day. Just loaded my backpack up with a few things I might need. Got bear spray in there. I have a spot signal device, and I have a sat phone. I got my coat and a couple snacks and stuff, so should be good until we find a spot. Okay, we're in the boat. So the black fly situation is a bit tricky. They can come out at any time. The weather is definitely appropriate for them. So I'm hoping to get a few days of no black flies. And it won't be peak anyways. It won't be peak black fly season, because that takes about a week or 2 or 3 even. So even if they do come out by the end of my trip, it won't be peak, it'll be fine. And that's good, considering I have no tent, no screen, nothing like that. Oh, what a beauty morning. Just paddling past another group of islands here, and look what I see. A big old open spot on top of rock with a nice canoe entry right there, all smooth. I'm gonna go hop up onto the shore there and check it out a bit. This is a good potential camp spot. Wow, this is nice and open. I don't want to commit to anything just yet, because there might be places that look just like this down farther towards the fishing, or where I think the fishing will be. But as of now, this is a great open spot. The best spot I've seen yet. I can actually unfold my tarp completely. I could probably, yeah, the ground's all rock and lichen and uneven, but I can build a bed. I can even it out for myself where I need it to be.
Back here is not so bad anyway. Tons of blowdown, tons of material. Oh yeah, look at the moss. I can use that too. Tons of blowdown. Some loon neighbors. Oh man. Blue sky. Is this a sign? Is the loon call a sign? Okay, this is a definite possibility, guys. Yeah, high up there on the list for sure. I really like the open spot here. I really like the possibility of spreading my tarp completely open, building onto it, building some wooden walls on it or whatever. Tons of material. Okay, this is a jack pine island, and they're all about the same age. So it seems as though this island burned. There was a burn around here. On my other island, I kept finding stumps that had char all over them. So, anyways, this is there's no spruce on the island, or if there is spruce, they're few and far between. So I won't have to, but I will bring my spruce bough bed with me, and then add on to it too, because it compressed like crazy over last night, and it will continue to every night. But there's a spruce. There's some young spruce there. So even if I have to paddle to the mainland or whatever to cut some boughs and throw them in my canoe, that's no big deal. It's totally fine. There's rocks to make a fire pit, and this is all rock too once I kick down the lichen, so it'll be very safe for fires. Gonna hop back into the boat, keep on heading down the lake. Those loons are going to town over there, chasing each other. Look at that. That is hilarious. Or maybe they're trying to learn how to fly. Maybe it's a young one trying to learn how to fly. I may just have a fish on. I don't want to get too excited like last night. Oh, I may just have a pike. I may just have a pike, boys and girls. Get in my boat. Get in my... Pike on. 0 for 2. 0 for 2. Had it in my hand. Next time I'm grabbing that guy by the back of the neck, pulling him in. Okay. Pike on. You have to be joking. You have to be joking. This is what? What? Look at the size of the lure. Look at the spoon. Look at the little, what is it, perch? Little perch on there. That guy has a big appetite. His eyes are bigger than his mouth. There's a good thing with this. There's a good side. I can use this guy for bait now. I can't believe that. I was trolling the Len Thompson #2. I'm about to crash here. No! And I just pulled it in because I'm going through this rocky spot, this shallow spot, and that guy was on the end of it. Okay, maybe I can use him for bait. That's hilarious. I've come into this little bay here. This is looking pretty promising, so I've been paddling for a good couple hours. This lake is enormous. It just keeps opening up into these bays and like islands and stuff. I really have to pay attention to the shoreline so I can get back to where I need to be. I can hear running water. That's awesome. I've been looking for a stream or a creek. You can hear running water right in front of me. I can't see it though. It looks shallow. All right, let's go see what this is all about. Check it out. Hopefully it's not so shallow.
Okay, I was successful, but it's a sucker. It's a frickin' sucker. It's not a walleye, it's not a pike, it's not a trout, it's a sucker fish. The bottom of the barrel, in my opinion, but what am I gonna do? Right, I can't turn it up. I caught it, it's meat, I'm gonna eat it. So, might not taste the greatest, but this is gonna be lunch today. The remnants of a fish here. It's got the head, no eyeballs. It's got the head and the fins still left on it. At first I thought it would have been a bear, but I imagine it was probably an eagle or some kind of bird. But I was down in this creek here. I left the camera here because it was so windy and everything. But yeah, it was very beary, very, very bear-like down in there. So I kept just talking out loud as I was walking. I didn't want to surprise any while he was fishing or anything like that. Okay, well, it's 10:30. I've been out here for a while. I'm far, far, far from camp. I was really hoping there would be some pike or walleye in this stream, or near the stream. You know, they like to feed at the end of it, right? So I walked all the way to the, oh, I found another lake actually. It was windy and low, like the whole shoreline was super low, so it didn't look promising to go back over in there to camp. I might end up going over there to fish if this is no good for the next couple days in here. I'm not gonna eat suckers for the whole time, that's for sure. So, yeah, I need water and I need some food. It's a nice day though. Okay. I got a long haul back to camp. I don't know if I'm going back right now or if I'm gonna cook this fish up right here. I really don't know. I don't have any like lemon or spice with me here, and it's a sucker, so it's like, if it was a pike or a walleye, it'd be a different story. Oh man. Okay, at least I got a fish. Oh, I'm saying that I only have 3 minutes left on this memory card. That's not good. Okay. All right, I'm going back to camp. I've been trolling a little bit along the way too to see if I can get anything else, but I'm heading back to camp to cook this thing up and relax for a little bit, maybe lay down. I'm exhausted. It's already 11:30. Those oats that I ate for breakfast have worn off completely. I got another pike on and lost it. That's 3. I don't know what the heck is going on. I kept the tension the whole time. I didn't even try to turn on the camera. He got to the boat. I saw him hit it. It was a pike again, big one, and then couldn't even reach my hand in before he spit it. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand why that's happening. 3 in a row, that's a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, I can't land a frickin' fish. Crazy. All right, it was hard filleting this night. Sorry about that. In the middle of me talking to you guys, my memory card filled up. I got a fillet off. It's hard to fillet it with my belt knife, but this is just one of them. I got another one and some more pieces. I got some steak spice on there and some lard melted. We're gonna fry them up real quick because I'm super hungry. Oh, buddy, getting white. That's good. It's a good sign. The meat doesn't actually look too bad. We'll see how it tastes. It's a sucker, so can't imagine it being too delicious, but right now I am just happy to have food. Just happy to have some meat. Alright, fish is done. It kind of mushed up. It's just got to be the type of fish it is. Soft flesh. They all broke up into really, really tiny pieces. It's going to be actually hard to eat it. I should probably make it next time. If I do have to eat this again, I'll probably cook it inside of a rice because it literally went to mush. Like, it did not hold its form at all. First bite. Bon appetit, guys. Oh, that tastes fine. Tastes like perch. It's so soft, though. That's the problem. It's like a texture thing. It's okay. I'm fine with it. I'm gonna cut into my first lemon, because that will go good on there. This is my my luxury food here, my lemon. I gotta boil some water too. It's super thirsty, but I'm gonna get this down first. I gotta cook the other one still, the other fillet. Appetizing, right? Yeah, buddy. That lemon helps a lot. Okay, it's not so bad. I can handle this. I prefer walleye or pike for sure, but take what I can get. It's 12:30. I don't know if I want to move today or not. I found a sweet spot. I forgot to tell you guys. I found a spot that's completely open on all rock. I'll have to tie like 2 big tripods to make a shelter with, because there's not really trees, but it's okay. Yeah, I don't know if I want to move today or not. Like I said, I'm not sure. It's 12:30 now. I'm going to eat this up and go lay down in the shelter for a little bit, because I've been in the sun all day and it's shady in there, like big time and cool. So I'm going to go in there, write in my journal a little bit and decide what I'm going to do. In all honesty, it seems to me right now like I'm not going to move today. I'll save that till tomorrow. But I do know where there's some fish. I caught, like I said, 2 pike today and couldn't keep them on the line. Like, it wasn't like a bite and like let go. It was like a bite, reel in, see the pike on my frickin' lure, and then boop, spits them. It's a theme. It's a theme. I've never had that happen to me 3 times in a row like that. I've not caught a frickin' fish in the lake. I've caught that sucker down near the stream, but I've not gotten that close and then screwed over 3 times in a row before. So anyways, where I am in this part of the lake is pretty shallow, relatively shallow. Actually, a whole lot of this lake is relatively shallow. I did come to some deep spots over there, but it seems to me like nothing is in the deep right now. Ice out was like a week ago. Everything's still like coming up to the surface to try and like get warm, I think, or look for food, because nothing's deep. Every bite I've had, every hit I've had has been in shallow water, like on top. So I haven't even seen a freaking sign of a walleye yet, which that's what I was depending on eating. I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna take it easy today. I'm having a good time. Oh, Mr. Jumping Spider. I'm having a good time. Like, today was already this morning. It was interesting. It was very exciting. You know, I was exploring. I was finding places that I don't know if they're there or not. I found that creek with the running water. Just searching for fish. I will figure it out. I will figure this lake out. I'll get some pike. I don't know about walleye. It's not looking too promising, but I'll get some pike. Even if I only catch a fish every other day, you know what I mean? That'll sustain me big time. I was expecting to catch 2-3 fish a day. Like, eat 2-3 fish a day. But that's okay. It's okay. I've just been relaxing. I laid down in bed for a bit, read my book. I've made the decision. I am staying here tonight, and I'll move tomorrow morning. That's what I'm doing. I also was thinking about just staying here. I have a nice big open spot up here that I can clear out a little bit even more. And yeah, I like the area, but it's super windy. There's no rock up here. Like, I can't ever have a fire in my thing unless I line it with rocks, which is fine. But the couple locations I saw today were really, they were ideal. The only thing I really like about this spot, well, not the only thing, but the main thing I like about this spot is that I have the option of being in the sun and being hot and dry, or being back here and being cool. And it's like there's no sun in here at all. Well, minimal sun, and it's windy. The wind is just whipping through here. So I like the option of being able to have warmth or chill, but the wind will get annoying. The wind will get to be a bit much after a while. No rock up here, and I'm far from the fishing spot. I think that this spot where I'm here, right here, is not good for fishing. So I am going to move, and it's cooler too. You know what I mean? I'll be able to actually make a bigger shelter and utilize some wood with it. But it is a good spot. I'll stay here tonight for sure. Get up in the morning, pack up all my stuff, head out, probably back the way I went today, to one of those spots. It's 2:20 now. I think I'm gonna go get in my boat and paddle over across and try and get into some sheltered spots and fish a little bit more. I really, I don't want to have to rely on suckers. You know what I mean? I want to get a pike. I'll get a walleye. So that's what I think I'm gonna do.
It's choppy out here. I can't be out here anymore. I can't keep paddling against this wind. I got pushed all the way down the lake, patrolling, fishing, and then trying to get back. It's just fighting the wind so much. So I'm back at my island camp here. I'm probably gonna stay here for the night unless the weather changes, and then I'll get out and paddle around and fish again. But yeah, I'm beat. I gotta boil up some water, man. I need a drink really bad.
It's a pretty nice boat. North Star, similar to my Swift. So I thought I'd go through some of the items I'm carrying on my person. Like I said, I will go through all of my 10 items. I'll go through all of my filming gear, every single piece of gear I have. I want to do that tomorrow once I pack up before I leave, so I have it all like there to show you guys. That's windy. That's windy. I'm gonna move over there. I've been on this side of the island picking up beaver chewed up alders. They're kind of punky, but they burn decent. It's nice to have a mix of woods, not just that jack pine and some spruce. All right, this is a little bit better, eh? A little less windy over here. So on my person at all times, firesteel.com fire steel on a lanyard in my pocket. I like firesteel.com a lot. Gobs. My belt knife. This is the Algonquin model. Weber Handmade. This is my design. Made by Weber Handmade in the UK. Scandinavian grind. Just stout, sturdy, all around good bushcraft knife. Next, I carry the Spot emergency beacon. I can message them, let them know I'm okay. I can hit the SOS button. If I hit that, search and rescue comes. It's game over. Let's not do that. I'm carrying bear spray. I wasn't carrying it yesterday, but ever since I was at the creek today, I put it on. Safety's on there. I'm not gonna have to use that, but better safe than sorry, right? I'm out here by myself. Oh, and last but not least, my butt wipes. Those are staying with me non-stop. So that's all I carry on me. I also have a sat phone, but that's in a blue Pelican case, about that big, so I'm not carrying it on me at all times. I have it strapped to my backpack, so yeah, it's there when I need it. Okay, hope that gives you guys a little bit more info, and again, like I said, tomorrow you get the whole rundown on all the gear. I'm glad I got that fish at lunch. because it's not looking like I'm going to get a fish for supper tonight. This wind is absolutely ridiculous. I'm tucked back here in the middle of the woods on the island, just to get out of the wind. So yeah, it's important tomorrow for me to move for a few different reasons. The fishing, the location, but also the wind was supposed to pick up throughout the week. And if it's like that here today, it's only going to get worse. So I have to get down the lake quite a bit and sheltered behind a couple different islands, and then on that side of another island or mainland or whatever. But I assume I'll be on an island. Yeah, I'll build a big like A-frame structure with the tarp and call her good. With the next fish that I catch, I'm going to do the same deal with the rice and the vegetables, but boil the fish first. So I'll fillet the fish for supper. I'll fillet the fish. I'll boil water, fillet the fish, throw the fish in the boiling water, let that boil, get all the juices and everything from the fish, and then throw my rice in to boil with the fish water and my rice and my vegetables. So that should be good. I should get all the nutrients instead of like frying it away or letting it drip away over the fire or whatever. I'll try that. I've never ever done that. It's not my type of thing. A fish soup does not really ring my bell or appeal to me, but it does right now. It really does right now. Cheers. I'm glad I brought my little kuksa because I'd be drinking out of this. It's definitely doable. I just don't want to do it. Boiling your water to have drinking water all the time, it's a lot of work. And you're drinking hot water a lot of the times. The lake trek works, putting this right in the lake to cool it down, but it takes a while. And in the middle of the day when you need to drink water, you need to drink water. So, drinking hot water, but it's okay. Day 2 is nearly done. It was a good day. A little frustrating with the fish. Having those 2 pike on and them getting both away, which is crazy. But I got the sucker, which was great. Happy for that. I found a few good campsites, or spots to be my next campsite. Yep, things are good. So tomorrow is an ambitious day. I woke up to a lot of wind. It's
5:45 in the morning. The wind is still coming from the same direction, which is huge, which is a big deal, because it means I can still go where I wanted to go and set up where I want to set up. I originally thought it was coming from the other way, just because I was sleeping, half asleep or whatever, but it's not. Sun's coming up too on that side, but like, it's a very blustery day already. So died right down last night. It was nice and calm, and for it to be like this morning, I'm kind of concerned there's a little bit of weather coming in, and I gotta switch camps and stuff, so I'll be exposed. So I'm gonna get up here pretty soon and get a move on, find a new camp.